Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do a technical analysis daily update of gold and silver. We're going to go through our regular dollar, 10-year yield, all of the precious metals, ETFs, and individual companies. And I'll give you what my opinion is. It's just my opinion, my financial opinion. Does not mean it's advice or anything like that. It's just an opinion of mine. And we can go through and maybe we can get a better picture of what gold and silver is doing. So let's jump in. I'll give you my opinion and we'll look at the charts here. So here we go. So here's the dollar and gold. Dollar showed weakness today. It's still in the downtrend and it's still trending lower. Conversely, gold trending higher. Pretty good relationship so far. Gold had a okay update today, and the dollar was at 93.88. So 93.88 puts us right back down above this line, right at it. So this thing's been fighting back and forth. We were going to break to the downside, then we had this huge up day last trading session. Now we have another down day. Let's wait and see where this thing goes. The dollar's right at an inflection point, I would say. The 10-year broke its trend line to the upside, and we're coming back and doing a retest. I think this will trend higher over time. That's hopefully going to be the case. And that's what I think will be the case with if this dollar starts to weaken. Now here's gold. I'm looking, these are the things I'm looking for. I'm looking for higher lows. We've got kind of two lows right here. We're coming up. I'm seeing where the closings are. And we are coming up. If we can hold in here and start to move on up, I think that would be a huge positive development if we can do that. We've got this trend line here. I can kind of draw it in there. I cut this one off a little bit. We're coming on up. We need to break this to the upside. I'd like to see it happen tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Line in the sand's 1835, 1837. A close above that would be fantastic to get a newer high. But right now, we're in this sideways grind motion. It looks good. The sellers aren't in control over here. The buyers are. Let's hope that continues and we break through here very soon. Silver looks good. We've got the downtrend line break here. I think this looks fantastic for a move higher, just by looking at the candlestick patterns. And when you look at these charts enough, you start seeing things quite clearly. So there's the downtrend line that we broke. We pulled on up on big buying pressure. That's the big candlestick days. The opening and closing prices are big. They're big bodies. And then the small sell-off. This is kind of our retest portion. We've got a nice bullish hammer here, candlestick right where my pointer is. And I'd like to see this move on up. The buyers could come in here at any second and just boom, move it substantially. We do have this, I've seen this pattern before where you come down, you get this kind of shoulder deal going on, and then we rocket higher. So I'm looking for a move higher, hopefully, sometime very soon. Just like platinum, our leader here, platinum, a big move today. Downtrend line break, and if we break right about where it's at, it's putting in a higher high. This would be, by definition, a new uptrend. So we draw this in here. I'd say it's about there. And we came up, we pull back, and now we just got to break here, and it's a higher, we have higher low from here, and we're going to make a higher high. We're making some new higher highs here. This is a new uptrend if we go any higher and close. Copper, we broke the downtrend. We're doing a back test right now, like a retest. And that is where you want to buy, is on a retest. So there we are. We broke out to the upside, and then we're retesting this line right here. So I'd like to see this thing move on up substantially. And this is actually a low-risk area to be buying copper. Here's GDX. We're going to throw on a downtrend line here. Throw it here. We got GDX, we got the downtrend line, and what this is doing is it breaks out and it usually pulls back. I think we're getting close to a bottom here, and this is where I like to purchase is right in this section in here. This is where I start cost averaging in. I think it's a pretty low risk, high reward area. So we break the downtrend, we do like a retest, and then we go. So that looks good. And so does GDXJ. It broke its downtrend line here, came up, pulled back, and this is what we consider to be a small little retest, backtest, a higher low, so to speak. So low, higher low, and then we're going to have to break this portion here for a higher high for a new uptrend. And that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to put in a new uptrend. Another thing that looks really good is if you look at a lot of patterns, they put in this kind of V-shaped bottom. I think we're ready to rip very soon in all of these companies just by looking at this pattern. Now, you guys aren't going to be able to see the pattern if you haven't looked at enough charts, but earlier, oil had this same pattern here. It was back when it bottomed maybe 6 months ago or so, something like that. It came on back, it created this V bottom, came up, and then shot higher. So this looks exactly like oil does, just delayed some. And oil even had this same pattern. It had like a flat spot, came up, pulled back, did the V bottom, and then took off. EXK's got the same pattern. It's exhibiting that. So I think this one's very close to breaking. If it breaks this 525, I think we're going to be moving quite substantially. Looking at Newmont Corporation, we're putting in a bullish engulfing pattern at the bottom here. What we do is we break the downtrend. We did a retest, which is what we're doing right now. So we broke this downtrend. We came up, came back and retested, and I think we'll probably move higher. This would be a good spot if you like NEM. There's a lot of resistance here underneath it, or support, I should say. A lot of support underneath it. Lots of buyers down here. I'm not buying Newmont. I don't have Newmont, but if I wanted Newmont, I would buy it right now, if it were me. Now, Franco-Nevada, this thing is a textbook. SM Energy did the same pattern earlier. And if you guys watch the channel enough and you look at patterns enough, you just start seeing these patterns. They pop out. SM Energy did the same pattern just like this, came down V-bottom, and this thing shot and took off. We got a bullish engulfing pattern here and 2 little down days. I think this is going to resolve upward. If the market holds together on gold, silver, and platinum already took off. If silver and gold follow, I think Franco-Nevada is going to, I think right here is a good spot. I also think Sandstorm's in a very good spot. Big buying pressure, small selling pressure. We got that kind of V bottom. We've got the same pattern as FNV and SM Energy, and I think we can resolve higher very quickly here. AAGFF, we've got a bullish hammer pattern at the bottom here. So what we did is we broke the downtrend line. So we broke the downtrend line right there. We back tested it. We came up. We're kind of moving sideways still. We've got this bullish engulfing pattern here. We have more buying pressure than selling pressure all through here. I think right here is a good time if you guys like a small silver company. It would be right now, right here. Same with Koya Silver. Downtrend line's broken. A little bit of a back test. I would be looking at it right now for an accumulation mode. And same with MMNGF. Again, these are a little bit smaller exploration type companies, but this is where you buy them. You wait for the breakout. You buy the back test right here, and this is where I think it's a low risk opportunity to be getting very cheap shares. This is metallic minerals. This is a higher risk exploration play. Tune Resources, same spot. If we get a move in gold, I think these are going to move, and this is a highly leveraged royalty company play. I kind of draw this in there, and it kind of came out, back tested, and we could go higher here at any point. So Eldorado Gold, again, big buying pressure, selling pressure, and then we got a bullish, piercing candlestick pattern. So the downtrend line's broken, came up, pull back, and I think we're going to move on higher here at any point. So that's what we have for today. I think gold and silver look really good. We've broken downtrend lines. We're doing retests. This is the spot that I like to buy. So if you guys like these companies, it's up to you. I can't give any advice here. But I would be a buyer in a lot of these companies. They've broken the downtrend lines. They're doing retests. They have patterns that I recognize from other patterns like SM Energy. I believe Bitcoin had the same pattern. They come up, they create this pattern, it pulls back into this V-bottom and takes off. So I think we're right here, very close to a move much higher over the next months, weeks and months. So I'm bullish. I think we're going to see a move up very, very soon. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.